Welcome back to tonight's sad reality. Um, Today I feel like well, a few things actually. For starters, I got so, I guess, bothered finally with my own, like recording quality and like all the mic thuds and stuff that you could probably hear from, tapping the keyboard that I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm finally going to move my microphone just ever so slightly out of the way. Um, so it is, hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better here. That's what I got for actually like looking back at this project, which I didn't really think I was gonna do for a while. Although I guess it did finally happen. Oops. Maybe sucking at 2D platformers. Okay, that doesn't count as a jump, I guess. Regardless, so I've discovered something that I think a lot of people have known about for a while. Such a very, very, very basic concept. And it's unlocking the 25th hour in the day, I would say. It's such a simple thing, but literally just waking up earlier can save you so much time. It's not something I really think about often, mostly because I don't really do much with my life, but yeah, I've just noticed that like waking up an extra hour earlier saves you a lot of time, really. I mean, beyond obviously needing to go to work earlier for various random things I'm asked to do, such as dash office or whatever, which I've been asked to do, I guess, because leadership stuff, which is cool and all, but I'm just like, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I mean, might as well learn something new, right? My boss is like, hey, we don't want you being bored here, and I'm like, you know what, you and me both, because time goes by really slowly when I am bored. This game is truly a classic. Look at that. Gameplay. Checkpoint. It's like this is something you can find like Scratch or itch.io or something. Just generic fun game to mess around with. I think it's called like Super Blue Boy Planet or something. I'm super tired if that's not obvious. And that's because the past few days I have woken up early. Instead of waking up at 7:30 for my job, I'm waking up at 6 to be there an hour earlier just to get stuff done before we open. But I will say, if you just don't take a nap when you get home and you actually experience the rest of the day like a normal human being, there's definitely some merit to having a bit of like an internal clock. Not something I really put too much stock in, but perhaps I will start investing in that because I don't know, I've just really enjoyed having more time in the day, I guess. That said, I feel like my time's still kind of wasted. That's a whole other story by itself. But curious if the enemies reset, or do they stay in the same place when they stay in the same place? Interesting. This feels like I might be able to abuse that if I was good at the game, which unfortunately I'm not. So I guess the second question then is, well, what do you do with that extra hour? You know, just because you do have extra time doesn't really mean much if you don't do anything with it, kind of like me. And that's where I feel like passion comes in, and that's where I feel like I've been lacking lately. Truth be told, not really a hard thing to do, but if you just pick up a hobby, you know? Like, for me, for, like, what, two years ago, I think it would have been art was the hobby. Video production, video creation nowadays, whatever it is, I feel like that's super important if you do actually want to live life to the fullest, count your days as they are surely numbered. But my boss kept saying, especially for some of my or not my employees, some of the store employees that were actually like moving on in their lives, which I'm a little envious of. How did I die there? Spawn camping? Insane. I wonder if this game actually has like speedrun.com entries. But yeah, really, it's that simple. Just find something you're passionate about and make the most of it. Otherwise, what else are we really doing in life, you know? And granted, I feel like it's always hard to have that sorted by like in your 20s, but just find something, anything, some days, and it's very easy to figure out what you don't like, right? So then from there, I guess kind of use that to figure out, well, if you want something adjacent to it, so you don't quite like it, but you want something similar, go for that, you know? It's like energy drinks. I have some coworkers who love Alani's, I have others who say it's too sugary. Me personally, I'm fine between Alani or Celsius, whatever I need to jack my heart rate up so that I am kept awake. Especially thinking about that too, as I realize even just sitting in VC on Discord with friends, I get so bored. Even playing games, like, you think I'd be, this is stimulating or whatever. It's not. I noticed one of the only things that does keep me awake is talking or like finding some way to occupy my brain while I am sitting there. So you're gonna float down here, there we are. But to that extent, I'm like, if I ever do end up streaming stuff, which I've actually been looking into a lot recently, just like studying the way different people do things. By studying, I mean not really watching stuff either, just figuring out how successful people are based on the type of content they make. Very, very basic surface level stuff like that. And like maybe I'd be the guy drinking energy drinks every 2 seconds to keep myself awake. It'll probably be good for an audience too, so that's another component to it as well. Look at that, final boss, almost defeated. Seems quick game, I'm not sure if I'm gonna last that long though. My energy's been kinda low past few days, if that's not obvious from all the stuff I talked about on the channel. Because some days feels like I go to work, I get home from work, and nothing else really beyond that ever exists, and that's not really what I want my life to be like. But some days I get home, I'm tired, and well, I guess the rest is kind of obvious. Hilarious. I love platforming with a twist. Press R if you get stuck. I'm curious how I would get stuck unless one of the blocks does something stupid. But hey, we have a failsafe built into the game, right? Oh, I got it. That would make sense. Look at that. This game's just a chill game. Is that intended? Maybe it is. On the bright side though, spikes. This could be a Kaizo game though, I think about it. But on the bright side, a lot of the other projects I've had are finally kind of coming together. I feel like some of the editors are finally getting the there's like a bit of an understanding as to what my goal is with the YouTube stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're finally, the brain cells are clicking. One of the artists who's been working on stuff as well. Fantastic job and everything else. And then I really should have seen that one coming. This. If you hit M, it mutes the game. We are learning things. Maybe when the intuition is not clicking, I guess. Also, hopefully my mic wasn't too quiet. I realized I've been gradually leaning away from it. That's always my worry with this. If you're curious, my mic is always standing on top of my keyboard, which is why you can hear the thuds in the first place. So it's not exactly a perfect setup, especially for someone with a really small desk. But it's manageable, so we're here. I think that said though, that's gonna be it for tonight's Sad Reality. I'm tired. I'm gonna go wake up for another more than 8-hour shift and try to make something out of my day. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Try to find something you're passionate about, otherwise you'll end up like me, and I'll see you in tomorrow's Sad Reality. Have a good one, y'all.